Hey everybody, it is so peaceful out here today. Hey, welcome back. I'm actually welcoming me back. um, I think my Facebook got hacked or something. I had a few issues with it over the last few weeks, so I just posted things on my YouTube channel. But through a divine miracle, I got my Facebook back, and that's a whole nother story. I would love to tell you, but right now there's no real time for that. But I did want to just share something. I wanted to contemplate with you in regards to life, something I have been learning lately, and that is that one of the most dangerous things in life is for somebody to know enough about a subject, to be able to intelligibly believe that they are right. But just as dangerous, or equally as dangerous, or maybe even more dangerous, is for somebody to know enough about a subject for them to not be able to know that they're wrong. And maybe not even wrong, but maybe just not fully correct, or maybe incomplete. And I will relate that to religion, because I think if that becomes applicable to religion, a lot of times when it comes to religion, people adhere to whatever they feel comfortable with, or whatever they feel familiar with. Maybe they grew up with a certain religion, or maybe there was a cultural expectation, or maybe there was an ethnicity issue, or maybe it was your parents' religion or your grandparents' religion, or maybe your faith was purely determined by geography because you were birthed in a certain region of the world. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I think that's okay. It's fine. But personally, I mean, if you think about it as it pertains to God, or the, the creator of all things, or eternity, or divinity, or the afterlife, or our origin, or our purpose, or why we are here, or how we can have total fulfillment on this side of eternity, um, like so many things, etc., etc., etc. Do you not think it's a good idea for you to maybe go beyond what you've been told, and do some research, and do some seeking, and do some pressing in for yourself? A lot of people in the Bible, they would have never gotten the revelation of Jesus unless they were willing to press in through the crowd, unless they were willing to press in through the teachings that were given to them by the religious community, unless they were willing to ignore cultural expectations and press through the crowd, even though they were sick and they would be, labeled as unclean, or maybe they were lepers. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of pressing in. And all I'm saying is press in, it would be a good idea for you to do some research on your own for some trusted sources of your researched choosing, um, because that's what it's like to press in. And I would say just a good rule of thumb when it comes to your spirit, when it comes to your soul, when it comes to your divinity, when it comes to your evolutionary process in your relationship with the Creator, whatever that looks like, I would say just be open. Just be open. Don't shut your brain off, and don't, walk into a room and think that you know everything, because everything has been already explained to you by one person. Or maybe a group of people who might as well be one person, because they all believe exactly the same thing. So don't be a clone. Be an individual. Be somebody who just really is in love with the Creator. Listen to the God that's within. I mean, Jesus said the kingdom of God is within. Don't make the same mistake that was made by Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, right? When they were like, "Oh, we ate of the tree of good and of the knowledge of good and evil, because the snake said that we will be like God." Yet a few verses before that, we read that they were already created in His image, meaning that they were already like God. You're already like God. You can't be alive unless God breathed the breath of life into you, meaning that you are already like God. Listen to that voice within you. Listen to the source. Listen to the soul that is already alive on the inside of you. Believe in yourself a little bit more. Believe in yourself as much as God believed in you when he first thought it was worth creating you. I mean, that's just good right there. There are a few people that I would just, that have been, have helped me in my journey. Evangelist Damon Thompson, Neville Goddard, he was a metaphysicist, Louise Hayes, Bruce Lipton, David Guillaume, he is a Kabbalist, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Greg Brayton, Bruce Lipton, and honestly, just God will put people in your path that you're meant to learn from. And all I'm saying is look that way. And if they challenge you, wonderful. Now you're challenged and now you've grown and you've evolved. Be open. Be open in this wonderful life of ours. Radical love and kindness to every one of you.